everybody, Brian back here, taking a look at Bitcoin and Kaspa. All right, we're going to take a look at a few things here. This thing has come down, a support line coming right up through here, right? Very close to grabbing that thing right now. I mean, if it hasn't, it's definitely right in that area. I mean, this is on a 12-hour. If you come out on a weekly, right, you can see. Let's take a look at this line. I mean, it's pretty important, right? Don't want to see Bitcoin lose a major support level here. Yeah, let's put it on there. Let's go on a daily. I mean, this drop literally has just started slowing down. That's why I thought I'd do this video. Right up. Oh boy. Very, very close. I mean, if it hasn't stopped yet, it better stop, right there at 92.8. Right, that's about right on that support. Definitely want to see that grab and hold here. All right, on this on a daily here. Now the RSI for Bitcoin on that daily, it'll be reset here. Roughly an hour or two. Getting right down near that bottom. The 12-hour, these got to be getting oversold. You can see here, this thing is definitely getting down there. The 8-hour is just about at the bottom, and as we get in smaller time frames, you can see this trend line, I mean, coming up through here. Definitely want to see that grab, right? 4-hour 4-hour is still coming down, and the 1-hour, the one is right on the bottom here. Getting a little bit of a reaction off the one. It's starting to bounce a little bit here, but definitely, it's, what are we down? A couple $1,000 here. 1,800, close enough, right? I mean, $1,800. I mean, if you measure, these levels just kept coming down and just breaking, right? I mean, you had a level here, that level broke. You had a level coming down through here, that level broke. First off, you had this level up here. All these levels just, kept breaking. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. You got this lower low coming in. Be nice to see this thing rebound to get, a higher high out of here for sure. Definitely. Let's take like I said, that 1-hour is turning around here. It could still come down just a little bit more. About 92.8. Don't want to see it lose that. That would be not a very good sign, right? Take the fib right off of that. Look at that. It's grabbing right on that 1618. I mean, if we use this wick, it's going to put us down through there, but sometimes, sometimes you don't use these wicks. The volatility could have been grabbing, that could have been a liquidity grab right there. Got to be careful with those with your stop losses. See how it just shot right down through here? And just snatched that right up, took that money right down here. It's really the crypto. Well, kind of every market, I guess, is pretty brutal with liquidity grabs, but they happen all the time. I mean, you'll see it all the time. You'll put your stop loss right where you think is a good level, right on. You got 12-hour. What is this? A 12-hour support right here, resistance, whatever. Then you get a wick, comes up, grabs liquidity, then pushes the price down. See how that thing works? I mean, this thing came down. Came down here like that. Get a little bounce up. Another bounce right up to that 12-hour. Came right up through, grabbed the liquidity, and then fired the price down. You gotta watch. You gotta watch with your stop losses for sure. I mean, you gotta give them room to breathe, because That's exactly what'll happen. You know, this thing was on right on a 12-hour support right there. I mean, that's a pretty pretty decent support, right? Held up over here. You know, but you get these wicks that come through there, liquidity grabs. There's another one right up here. You know, got this wick coming up through here. Here's another one up here, right before it shot the price down. You know, grab that liquidity. Right up here, another very, very good support level on the 12. You know, grabs the money and fires the price down. You know, that's how it works, man. You'll always, you know, at some time or another, no matter how good you put your stop losses or whatever, you know, sometime they get everybody. It's nothing uncommon. Don't feel bad if you get snatched up in one of these. It happens to everybody. Doesn't matter how good you put your stop losses. Or, you know, somebody's gonna get stopped out. If it's not you this time, you know, maybe fourth or fifth time down the road, or 50th or 100th, whatever. I don't know how much room you give your stop losses, but you definitely want to give them some room to breathe for sure, because they like to grab liquidity. All right, now Bitcoin, you can, like we said, is grabbing that support there. If we come out on a weekly, take a look at this thing. I mean, it is still way up there, right? Pretty far away from that 200 yet. You know, the 200 moving average is down here at 83.6. All right, this is the SMA, right? Yeah, or what do I have this on? Oh, this is on the, I apologize, this is on the 9. I like it on the 9 for my my trade. And hold on here, let me get this one off here. Let's put the 200 on here. Should be right my favorites. There it is. Let's give it a second. Oh yeah, it's way down here. Holy cow, 71. Way down here at 71. Never has come back and retested, and it will eventually at some time. It'll eventually come down and retest the break of this level. You know, they always do, guys. Always do. If I put a fair value gap thing on here, look at all these gaps. Look at this. You know, sometime it's going to come down here and fill that in. You know, no matter if it's today, tomorrow, but it comes up, comes back down, retest. See ya. You know, that's just how it works. I would not be shocked one bit. 73 is a long ways down, right? But it always comes back and retests these breakouts. You can see on this this one right through here. You know, you got the breakout, came back and retest, and there it goes, right? Always comes back and retests the breakout levels, right? All these levels have been, obviously, all these lower levels have been tested, but it's these higher ones, you know, that these new ones that it's building up here, you know, that are going to have to be retested. That's a huge fair value gap. What is that? 73 to 89. That's a $17,000 gap right there. That's crazy, isn't it? But yeah, unbelievable. All right, let's head over here. Geez, I tried to sign into my MEXC to grab, get some money I had left in there to move over to Bitfinex, the new site I've been on for about a month now. Now MEXC has locked me out of my account. Now I don't know what to do now. You know, it says you know, something about for my safety or something. Bull crap, man. That's not for my safety. They just don't want to give me my money. I don't know what I'm gonna do about this. Say contact customer support. How the heck am I supposed to? You know, I can't even get signed in. You know, I have to use a VPN for over there. But yeah, I accidentally sent some Cardano over there, some ADA. I'll get corrected on that. It's amazing. Every little thing you do on the internet, somebody has to correct you, you know. But some ADA I accidentally sent to my MEXC account. Didn't mean to do that, but now I can't retrieve it, you know. So might have to bite the bullet on that. I did that one other time. moving money to a wallet. I put the wrong wallet address in and lost about 500 bucks. So be super, super careful, guys. Just a lesson learned, right? I mean, I'm going to have to eat that one, I'm sure. You know, be very, very careful with your, when you're moving stuff around. You know, here we got Bitcoin dominance coming back up here and doing that retest. You can see here, this could be a fourth wave pullback. Let's zoom in a little bit. 4 hour. Yeah, maybe that's it, right? As we'll see here, looks like a B, C. Could be working its way back up here. We'll have to wait and see. It took a hard rejection up here. Look at this. I mean, that is definitely a bearish engulfing candle. Look at the bullish engulfing, and then that bearish engulfing candle just ate that thing right up. I mean, that's a hard rejection up at 59.96. Yeah, took a pretty good beating back there. All right, now you can see it's come back down. Right on top here. Let's measure that out. That definitely looks like an ABC to me. Yep, there's a 618. Right on, let's pull that down on top. Even trading's hard when, you know, I haven't really entered any, yeah, it's an ABC. I haven't even entered any trades today. You know, I've been nervous because of, you know, when Bitcoin's dropping like that, you definitely, you know, unless you're taking shorts looking for something. But I've been doing a lot of, you know, kind of experimenting with supply and demand trading. You know, something different. You know, I guess I shouldn't really mess with something if it's not broke, right? I do, you know, I do fairly well with what I'm doing now. I don't shouldn't really mess around. But the supply and demand it's definitely a pretty cool concept, and it works for sure. You can see a resistance line coming down through here. I guess that'll give us the some confirmation here, right? Let's move this ABC out of the way. We're not right on this. Trend line coming down through. You know, I got to be quite honest with you. One of the best ways to trade, if you're going to trade leverage, you know, futures, is trend lines. You know, a break of a solid line like this. You know, this is a 4 hour line. If this was price action and it comes up and breaks through, you know, these are one of the best ways for sure. Trend line breaks. You know, get your push up. Don't enter there. Wait for the retest. Wait for it to come back. That's your entry right there. Gone. You know, that's the way you enter on break of resistance areas. You know, I guess this thing might be kind of wedging here. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, right up through there. All right, so you got a pretty decent size, kind of a wedge forming up on this thing here. You know, which a break to the upside, which quite honestly, it's probably gonna. You got the 4 hour heading up, the 8 hour. Let's see here, 8 hour just started to the upside. The 12 hour, I didn't think this thing was done yet. The 12 hours just getting ready to head up. All right, you can see it a lot better out here on a 12, right? We've talked about this. I'm not deviating from anything. You know, 1, 2, 3. You got the ABC for the fourth wave pullback, and a fifth wave up here. You know, it's probably going to double top like we talked about. I'm not going to skip away from that. You know. But it does look like it's losing steam here, huh? This isn't much of a push here off the ABC pattern. I mean, the C leg ended down here at the end of wave 4, actually right down here. That's where the C leg ended up. It's not a very strong push. Of course, it might get a really good Once it breaks this resistance here, it might get a really good push up here. We'll see, right? I mean, if it falls out the bottom, uh, then this would totally be out because that would violate the top of wave one. It would throw the Elliott wave theory completely off, right? I mean, you got wicks through here. I don't consider wicks a break of anything. You know, quite honestly, everybody's got their own opinion with that stuff, but I've seen wicks violate this stuff a lot of times, and especially on the lower time frames. If you're in on a like a 1 hour, and looking at this Elliott 5 waves, yeah, look at this. See how these pop up through here, then you got, you know, over here you got wicks coming down through the top of here. I go with closing candles, you know. Let's look at a 12 and zoom on this thing. There you go. See, you're closing candles on the top of wave one or the whole way down here. You know, you got wicks. Look at all that. You know, if that was this was price action, that'd be a lot of sellers up in here. That'd be a definitely a you know, supply zone up through here for sure. You know, sellers kicking in, but and then you got ABC for your fourth wave and a fifth wave up here. So Bitcoin dominance getting there, right? I mean, everybody, it's going to give you a beat down before it gives you anything, right? I mean, this is just the way this market is. I mean, it'll wear your nerves right down to the bone. I mean, you'll have all your fingernails chewed down. You go into the ER because all your skin's off your fingers from freaking nerves. I mean, this market will definitely do it to you. Crypto total market cap. Let's go out in a weekly and look at this thing. That retest was, that's over here. It's probably about as good as it gets. It might come down, you know, might come down just a little bit more just to get that retest of this, you know, prior all-time high. It still might come down there, especially with, unless Bitcoin's done and Bitcoin's heading back up. The weekly RSI is coming down, you know. We got bearish divergence. Look at this high. Lower high on the RSI. It's sort of weekly too. Got that coming down. No. If it broke through here, something's wrong, right? For sure. That would throw me into kind of a panic mode here a little bit. On the monthly, you can see our 5 waves. I mean, you know, there's no doubt about it. You know, even a child could draw 5 waves on here, right? I mean, you can see 5 waves. I mean, I shouldn't say that. They stick out to me like that, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know? I mean, I don't know. I still think we have more to go on a monthly. Yeah, you know, we're still all right in this monthly. Put a bearish divergence here on here even. You know, if we pull this is the total market cap. You know, you can see it right here. Down high and a lower high. Even way up here, look at that one. I mean, of course it cooled off a lot since this was way back. This was 2021 back here. But even 2018, you keep getting lower highs on this. You look at this. I mean, do we go into the mega bear market this next go around? I mean, look at this high on the RSI. And you got this high on the RSI. You know, and you got this high. You know, we're still printing lower highs on the RSI. We still haven't, you know, as we're going up here. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, I'm watching. It'll break this, I think. Pretty sure of that, you know, it has to, you know, has to break through this. But anyway, that's a total market cap. Thought we'd take a look at that. I mean, on the monthly here, you know, big red bearish candle there, kind of indecisive right in the middle. The total too, this is everything excluding Bitcoin. All right, on that monthly, still haven't taken out the previous all-time high yet. Alright, so we still got work to do here. You can see it back tested this high with the break of this right here. See the perfect back test right on top of this. So that's looking good. You know, the fifth wave, 1618. It hit that 1618, didn't it? And if we were, you know, trading this over in the group, over, you know, we would just say that it hit the 1618. Here you go, once again, a bearish divergence here at this high and a lower high. Makes you wonder, right? But we will not be negative here. I mean, that I believe we have money to be made yet, right? Look at the total market cap. Look at all the how much is there volume on there? Is that volume at? Volume is on. Okay. What do we got there? 1.04 trillion. That's one red candle. $1 trillion. 1 trillion. Ooh, that's a lot of money, right? We're at, man, oh man, I hate when it does this. You know, I lose my, I don't know why. I can, let's see here if I can get it back. Where the heck is my, my tokens over here? You know, I hate when it does that. Like, I don't know why sometimes when I hit this on my chart, but I cannot, oh, don't worry, we will just pull up, if we got to, we'll just go and pull up in our trading view, right? There we go. BlockDAG, I've been checking that out. Man, I hold so much of it. I shouldn't say I hold so much of it, but I have 115,000 tokens, I think, of that BlockDAG. We'll see what happens, right? I have a link in the description of my BlockDAG video if you want to check it out. Man, oh man, they've been selling the crap out of that thing. It is definitely, we'll see, right? We'll see what happens. They're talking about, they had an AMA the other day, just a couple days ago. The mainnet is launching. They have all plans for it here. I guess the first half of 2025 here. So we'll see what happens with it. You know, like I said, if you're interested, I'd appreciate it if you had searched my BlockDAG video and used my link. Gives me a little bit of a kickback if you use it, if you're interested in it. You know, when I got in there, that was good. That was my take profit out, a little bit of a Bitcoin. Let me see where that thing's at. And we'll check this chart real quick, but I definitely want to see. Last 1 hour. Let's get right down to that support, guys. Let's see. Let's go at 12, 92, 93. Yeah, looks like it's going to make another run down here, don't it? We're going on a 15. Oh, yeah. Okay. It came back up. Filled most of this gap up. See, it had a fair value gap, right? Fair value gaps, man, that's another good trading thing, you know. Had a fair value gap from there to there, right in here, that it came back up, it filled that fair value gap, and then shot back down here. Looks like another wave down. It looks like it's going to take out that 92.8. Yeah. 92.5. Maybe. Yeah, that's the target here for the 1618. So it looks like that 92.8 is not going to hold. We'd have a major crash coming here, right? 92.5. That's going to put us It's going to put us right back down with right around this other weekly. Or wait. Yeah, right around this one here. 92.4, 92.5, 92.2. I mean, it's right. I want to see it hold that that trend line here. It still might, you know. But 92.5, that's going to put it down. It'll probably grab right there. It's 12 hour. Probably also a weekly. And the weekly's way down here, 89. We'll see though. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. Anyway, let's go back over here to the total. Sorry about that. Just with this price, with it happening right now as we're doing the videos, the total 3, it is down 32 billion. The total market cap's down 84. The total 2's down 40, and the total 3's down 32 billion. We still have a green candle here on the weekly with this thing. Fourth wave pullback. That's exactly what this is. It's a fourth wave. We still have a fifth wave up yet. For on the monthly, this looks looks like one solid thing here. Yeah, one solid shot. But you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then if you come in on the weekly, you can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We still have our alt season to go to, right? I mean, we still have that to go. This is probably going to overextend. It's probably going to do 1618, which is up here, way up in that territory. If you come back here to the previous in 2017, look at that. You would have thought it was going to stop at the 1618 in 2017. It went up to right between the 2618 and 3618. Went up right up in this area. It didn't even stop at the 1618. Not even close. Went the whole way up here. Right. So don't think just because these these wave counts like this are going to stop where they're supposed to. Don't work like that all the time. These things overextend. Sometimes they underestimate. But check this out. Isn't that interesting? Back from 2017, a full 4.236 extension. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I always found that pretty interesting. You see what I'm talking about now? Now, if you put a wave count on this, like on Bitcoin, if I have Bitcoin on here and have it on a monthly, and do a normal, it's up here, it's in your indicators, Elliott wave count. This is what it does for Bitcoin right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Over on a monthly. If you come back on Bitcoin, which is pretty crazy, right? You come back on Bitcoin, you have it on a monthly. The closing candles on this monthly are down here, right? The top, the closing candle is right there, right? So you're not violating anything here. You have your bear market through there or whatever. But 1, 2, 3, 4. This has this as a fifth wave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's how it has it right there. And then we have these bearish divergences on the RSI, lower highs. Here's 2013. Alright, just barely higher. 2017, 2021, 2024, all of them, coming down, 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 down. Got, let's see here. one here is just barely higher, right? Yeah, and they just come in lower and lower as it goes, you know. This one we're on now is a lot lower. You know, of course, it has some room to come up here, you know. Maybe a trend line. You know, maybe you have a, I don't know, maybe it's going to come up and hit a trend line here on these or something. Get rejected off of it. Maybe that'll be the top. You know, you look back and say, oh, you know, all you had to do was draw a trend line on the top of that RSI, and when it hit the top of the RSI, you know, we should have known it was over. And it could be a very good indicator here. You never know. We'll see what happens. But you can even count them out in here. These waves, you know, you got, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this is for Bitcoin. Back in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here you've got about 6 of them, but 2 really should have went like this here. You know, if you're wave counting it, you're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one here, that's not so obvious here in 2021. But you got your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves down. You can see pretty clear, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They stick out pretty good. Anyway, all right, guys. I'm sorry. I get blabbing a little bit. I didn't mean to go off anywhere, but let's get back over here to Kaspa. Hopefully Bitcoin holds there. Let's see where it's at. 92.9 right now. 92.957. What were we saying here? 92.8, right? Zoom in here to break up. Yeah, it came through. Yeah, it came through there. Is that? Of course, that doesn't. Oh, that was a different. I'm sorry. That was a totally different. I think it was this one here. We had the trend line drawn on. Either way you look at it, it definitely came down through, right? Or it's about to. I mean, it's right on it. Wow. We'll take a short. I think it's about maxed out though. Boy, yeah, it's technically just about, there it goes. Right as I brought it up, yeah. There it goes. Almost. It's about ready to. I don't know. We'll see what happens here with it, right? I mean, it could come down ways yet. Especially, I was looking at this, especially if this is up here. If you got a 1, 2, 3, 4, this is a 5. You know, you see, I showed you that fair value gap, right? 87, 87.4. Would that be a good spot? Is there any good support around that area? 87.4. Weekly, monthly. Nothing on that monthly. Yeah, on the weekly. No, daily. Oh yeah, there's some good daily support there, right? 87.4. We'll see. 87.4. Well, that's a pretty decent drop though, right? That's 92. That's pretty decent. Boy, oh boy. Be a good short if it runs down that far. 6%. Let's see what Kaspa's doing. How's it holding up? The whole market, I don't know. It's not taking that big of a beating, I guess, compared to, Bitcoin's down 2.4%. Biggest biggest losers I have on here: Fund, Goat, Blockchain Bats. Man, I think that's a winner. I really do. I love that. Popcat's down 8. There's my row. I talked about this thing. I've been, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. Yeah, this thing could take a plummet here. I talked about that for months. Anybody that watches, me, I've talked about this 3.5 cent area. Talked about it. It could be happening. It could be going lower than that. Anyway, beams down 7, and it could get a lot uglier here before it gets better, right? Where's Kaspa? Right here. That's Kaspa USDT. Kaspa chart. That's one of them. There's the other one. It's at 11.6. It's down 4. Alright, let's take a look at this thing, right? On a weekly, we talked about this 10, around this 10 cent area, right? There's a possibility. It definitely is a possibility. The weekly RSI coming down, flattening out over here. Your daily, heading to the upside. Daily looks good. One thing I noticed here too, I was looking at this earlier because I almost took a long on this thing, quite honestly. This is on a daily chart, but you did have a higher high over here, right? You had on the daily, you had this lower low, lower high, higher low, and you had a higher high and a higher low, and then this one here, I believe, was actually even higher yet. I was looking at these. Actually, it was a little bit lower, but this was a change here, right? It was a higher high. I thought, well, maybe. So I put a fib on it, and took a look. It's right now. Hopefully, it's coming down through that 618. But maybe really consider taking a shot at it earlier. But anyway, I thought I'd show you that. Whenever you see a change of trend like that, it could be a very good thing to check out. Fair value gaps, we don't have any right there. They're all up above us. That's good to see, right? They're all up above us. That's what we want to see. On the 12-hour, you see that higher high here, and maybe a higher low. I don't know. We'll see. But if this is a fifth wave here, just looking at this, it doesn't have to be a fifth wave, but it's probably gonna be, right? I mean, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 here, and to be honest with you, we'll be lucky if it grabs here at 10. If this is a fifth wave, this looks like it's probably going to fail and come through. And if it does, what's the target for that one here? Let's see. That one will put, oh no, it wouldn't put us on 10.5. All right. Not quite our target. What we were going off of was over here. Oops. Let's get that off here anyway. Let's just erase this. Please hit that like and subscribe, guys. And thank you to the members. Man, you guys are the best. Thanks a lot. I appreciate everything you do. Anybody that joins our members Discord is privileged to have people like you in there. You guys are awesome, man. If you guys are interested in coming in Discord and trading with us, sign up for level 3 membership. get over 10 hours of videos to teach you how to start charting like this. You want to learn, guys. You want to learn. You just don't want to watch YouTube videos and depend on somebody else's. Trust yourself, man. Learn this stuff. You know, I, it's definitely not easy. Let me tell you, it is not easy. Anybody, go ahead and, you know, but learn, man, learn. Start with the Fibonacci. Learn how to use the fib. Learn to look for pullback levels where price could bounce. Where you get this first push up, you get a higher high. Pay attention to this stuff. Watch the videos. Pay the $15, man, and get it. And I'm not just saying that. Go spend it somewhere else if you want, but you pay a lot more money. I guarantee that. All right, let me show you something here. Okay, just a little thing. You have this high, you have that low, you have a lower high, a lower low, a lower high, a lower low. Then all of a sudden you have a change of trend. You have a higher high. All right, that's where you want to pay attention. And this is on a 12-hour chart. All right, the downtrend has now changed to an uptrend. All right, just possibly. This is where you want to look for your entry. This is where learning the Fibonacci is your golden. This thing is worth everything when it comes to trading, right? You're looking for that golden pocket. It's 618. Boom. There's your entry. See you later. I mean, that's what can take you from working a 9 to 5 to being financially independent. You keep track of these. You see these lower highs and lower lows coming in. Where you want to get is that change of trend, that first change, that first higher high. Put an alarm. When you get these lower highs and lower lows, you right click, add alert on Kaspa. Okay, I say this never happened back here. All right, in fact, let's for the hell of it, right back up here. All right, let's go back and erase this. Okay, now we're over here. All right, we want to set an alert. Shoot, I don't think I can do it on here. Anyway, you're keeping track of this, right? You're watching it. You're saying, boy, sooner or later, you got your fib. You can see the RSIs are turning back or whatever. Watching. All of a sudden, you have an alarm set. You move your alarm down. It was up here. You move it down on top of this high. Then all of a sudden your alarm goes off. Beep, 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 beep. You get an alert from TradingView. You open it up and Kaspa has set a higher high. You have a change of direction here. You went from bearish to possibly heading to bullish. Take your RSI out. All right, get that higher high. Let's get that off there. All right, that higher high came in there. You take your RSI, your Fibonacci. Let's let this play here. All right. Right there's where your alarm went off. Your alarm went off right here. You got that higher high. You take your fib. You look for your entry. 618. That's what everybody will tell you. That's the golden pocket, right? 618. I put the 702 in because I like the 702. It has a lot of reaction to it also. But that's where you look for your turnaround. You got your higher high. Now you're looking for your entry to ride this sucker up. You got your entry put in. You get your entry. Tick, tick, tick. There you go. See you later. Comes back, fills that fair value gap. Well, it didn't fill it the whole way. There you go, man. There it goes. There's 5 waves to the upside. And you just made some major money, right? I mean, that thing, let's click that off. Whoops, sorry about that. But anyway, you had your 5 waves here. You knew you got your higher high. You entered on a retracement right here. And you rode this sucker right up 5 waves. It actually went higher, went over here, went a little bit higher. But you rode this thing from just about 11 cents up to 17, almost 18 cents. If that was on leverage, which I love my leverage, no question about it, man, that can change your life in a hurry. That's a 60% move on a 20x. You just 12x your money. And say you were confident, you were a great trader. You had a little bit of money set back. You put 5 grand in that, right? In this pullback, you have a tight stop loss because you know if it pulls through the 786, then this is a garbage. This is garbage. It's not going right. It's something just messing around here. It's not a valid indicator. It's not going anywhere, right? And it did wick down there. You can see that wick. This wick down to the 786 down here. Look at that. It got to what they say about liquidity, right? It likes to grab liquidity. That's how the market is. You got to put your stop loss down there. Don't be don't be afraid to move it down. All right, but if this thing comes down, takes out this low here, right? Your stop loss should be below here. Then something else going on here. But you have a really good idea. You're getting good at this. That first higher high, that change of direction, that first high. Man, on 5 grand, if you had 5 grand in that, you would have turned that into a $100,000 off one trade. One trade, boom. All right, on a what's that? A 20x leverage. On a 10x, you would have 60%, 6 extra money. You would have turned that 5 into 30. Imagine what you could do over a whole bull cycle. That's just off one token. I mean, it's endless possibilities, guys, for sure, right? Okay, so I just want to show you that. Nothing you guys probably didn't already know. Got some smart people watching this channel as it is, but just a little tip: watch, set your alarm, move it down each. You got this high. You move your alarm down to this high, lower high. Next one, move your alarm down to that high. Move your alarm down to this high. If it takes out that high, you're getting a higher high. Alarm goes off. Watch for the pullback. Use your Fibonacci. Pay the $15, man. Get the videos. You get over 10 hours of videos, over 20 videos, and a link to the Discord to come trade with us. All right, for $15 freaking dollars. That's it. By the time they take taxes out of me and YouTube takes its cut, I get like $7 or something. So I got a lot of time in those videos, man, and I couldn't do it without the members. We have almost 200 members over there, and I love you guys. Thank you so much, man. You make this worth my while. So if we take a look at what we're going to want to see Kaspa grab down here. That's the bottom line. All right, this trend line comes up through here. Let's get this off here. Get our box off here. Clean this up a minute. All right. All right, we have a big fair value gap up here. Look at that gap. That's on a weekly. Look at the size of that thing. Sometime that's going to get filled. They all get filled. Not all of them, I guess. I don't see it ever coming back down here to half a penny. These ones are going to be there forever, but most of them get filled, right? Like this one over here did get filled. You can see the gap was right there. The price action came down, filled it, and went on. So that's no longer a valid gap. But this one here just happened this week, right there. All right, we've had that's a bearish engulfing candle for sure. These two candles, these 2 weeks soaked up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a month and a half. It's worth of price action, just in 2 candles. All right, so now we're looking for a bottom on this thing, right? Let's get this off here so we can see our trend line. Alright, this is out on a weekly. We got 2 valid touches here. One, this one here. Just about there, right? Okay, so if we come in on a daily, and we get this one last push here. Alright. These wicks, man, that's what messes with you here, okay? Say we go with this first candle down here, right? We use that as our benchmark. it's going to hold, isn't it? I think so. You know, if you use that wick, that would put you down through, but I think that wick's just volatility, honestly. I think it's going to grab about 10.4, 10.3, right around there. I truly believe it is. I think that's going to be our fifth wave down. That should complete this massive correction. By then, Bitcoin should be done doing its thing. That's another, what is it, 11, 12% down, all right? Like I said, we got that daily, but it's ready to go. The 12-hour is just rolling over, okay? So that 12 going to take time here. Who knows? Maybe it'll stay here now. Maybe it'll grab here and go. We haven't got no change of direction. I remember what I showed you earlier, right? There's no higher high in here. I mean, inside here there was a higher high. This wick was higher when I was looking in earlier, trying to snipe a move, I guess you'd say, you know. But it wouldn't have worked out. You know, you got a trend line coming down through here. Right here, the rain hitting my roof here in my garage. That's where I come to do my videos at. I've never, my wife listens to them once in a while after I'm done, but I'd just be embarrassed to do them in front of her, you know what I mean? I don't know. Some people, that stuff doesn't bother them, but it does me. Alright, yeah, so any break above that, I would consider this to be done. But I'll keep an eye on this too right here. I don't think it's going to hold, but it is right at that golden pocket right now. You know, we did get that higher high come in here. That's what I was looking at earlier. You know, we'll see. You know, if it loses, you know, that 11.4 here, I'd say 11.4. It's 11.46 is 786, but then I would say that's out, but I still think it's coming down here. I think Bitcoin's going to push down. You know, watch for 10.3, 10.4, 10.5. If this holds here, you know, you get a break. If it takes out, what, 12.2, 12.3, then the correction's over and it's heading up. So we'll keep an eye on this. Thank you so much, guys. I'm sorry for blabbing on. Have a great day, everybody. I hope you have a great, safe New Year's. Happy New Year's, and that's coming up here Tuesday night, so I'll talk to you guys very soon. Thank you.